Next time you're at a train station, look down. Beneath those massive steel rails, you'll always see the same thing: millions of jagged gray stones stretching for thousands of miles. Whether you're in Pakistan, the UK, or the United States, the stones are always there. But why rest our most advanced high speed trains on loose rocks? Why not bolt the tracks to solid concrete? The answer is brilliant engineering that prevents trains from sinking into the earth, and it hides a surprising maritime history. Welcome to the simple answer. Today, we're uncovering the secret of railway stones. To understand the stones, we first need to understand the problem. A loaded freight car can weigh 286,000 pounds. Multiply that across dozens of cars, and you're looking at millions of pounds of concentrated pressure. Place that weight directly onto soil, and the intense pressure crushes the ground. The tracks sink, buckle, and the train derails. This is where the stones, technically called track ballast, come in. Think of the track as layers: steel rails on top, sitting on horizontal wooden beams called sleepers or ties, which rest on the ballast. The ballast's job is to spread the train's immense concentrated weight over a wide area, dissipating the pressure so the ground underneath doesn't collapse. Without this crucial layer, railways simply couldn't exist as we know them today. But here's the fascinating part. The tracks aren't bolted into the earth, they float on the stones, held in place by friction and sheer weight. This flexibility allows the track to absorb vibration like a shock absorber, rather than snapping under stress. The ballast essentially creates a stable yet slightly flexible foundation. It's this careful balance between rigidity and flexibility that makes modern rail travel both safe and smooth. Now here's the critical question. Why these specific stones? Pick up a piece of track ballast and you'll notice immediately it's sharp, jagged, and angular. You'll never see smooth, round pebbles on railway tracks, and there's a precise engineering reason for that. Imagine stepping into a pit of marbles. You'd slide everywhere because smooth stones roll over each other. If trains ran over smooth rocks, the stones would scatter under vibration and the track would shift dangerously. Engineers use crushed granite or quartzite smashed into sharp angular shapes. When packed together, these jagged stones don't roll, they interlock. Their sharp edges bite into each other, creating a solid mass that resists movement while maintaining slight flexibility. They lock the track in place, preventing lateral shifting even when high-speed trains scream around curves at over 200 miles per hour. But the stones don't just hold weight, they fight the railway's two biggest enemies: water and weeds. If we laid tracks on concrete slabs or bare dirt, heavy rain would create problems. Dirt turns to mud and washes away, leaving tracks unsupported. Concrete creates puddles that rust steel rails. But a pile of stones is perfectly porous, like a giant drainage system. When it rains, water flows instantly through the gaps between stones and away from the track, keeping the foundation dry and stable year-round, regardless of weather conditions. In fact, the ballast can handle everything from monsoon rains to flash floods, channeling water away before it can undermine the track structure. And then there are the weeds. You rarely see vegetation growing through train tracks. That's because this thick layer of sharp rocks makes it nearly impossible for plants to take root. If plants grew freely, their roots would break up the soil and destroy the stable foundation. The stones act as a natural weed barrier, eliminating the need for constant herbicide application or manual removal. So ballast functions as three critical systems in one: weight distribution, drainage, and weed suppression. But here's one last surprising detail. Why call it ballast? That word comes from the sea. Centuries ago, empty wooden ships were too light to sail safely. They'd bob dangerously in the waves. To stabilize them, sailors filled their holds with heavy stones. This weight was called ballast. When ships reached port to load cargo, they dumped these stones on the shore. Early railway engineers, looking for cheap, heavy material to stabilize their new tracks, spotted these discarded piles and thought, perfect. They repurposed the ship's ballast for train tracks, and the name stuck. So next time you see those jagged gray stones, you'll know they're not just rocks. They're a self-draining, weed-blocking, weight-distributing engineering marble that's kept the world moving for 2 centuries. This is the simple answer. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button and subscribe for more stories hidden in plain sight. Thanks for watching.